Candlelight flickers across silk walls. Incense fills the air. You catch your reflection in a bronze mirror. Crimson lips, elaborate hairpins adorned with golden butterflies, layers of embroidered silk draped across your shoulders. What if you woke up as an Oiran in 18th century Japan? One of the most famous and powerful women in the country, yet trapped in a world you can never truly leave. For the next 12 minutes, step into her world. Experience the luxury, the artistry, and the hidden cost of being Japan's most celebrated courtesan. This is your life as an Oiran. You exist within Yoshiwara, a walled district in Edo, separated from the outside world by gates and moats. Here, normal rules don't apply. This is the floating world, where fantasy becomes reality. You are an Oiran, the highest rank of courtesan. Think actress, artist, and socialite all in one. The most powerful men in Japan come here not just for your company, but to be seen with you. Your attention is a badge of honor. Yoshiwara isn't just entertainment, it's where art, poetry, and politics collide. You're both the crown jewel and the cage bird of this floating world. Dawn hasn't broken when attendants wake you. Your day begins in darkness, in the quiet hours before Edo stirs. Young girls transform you into living art. Your face becomes a white porcelain canvas. Powder covers every natural line. Your lips are painted crimson, smaller than your natural mouth, creating an ethereal, doll-like beauty. For 3 hours, skilled hands sculpt your hair into an architectural marvel. Heavy silver and gold kanzashi, ornate hairpins shaped like flowers and birds, are inserted one by one. Each piece costs more than a family earns in a year. The weight forces you to hold your head just so, creating that distinctive Oiran posture. Then comes the kimono. Not one, but layers. Inner silk, barely visible. A second layer in complementary colors. A third. Finally, your outer kimono, embroidered silk that tells a story. Cherry blossoms cascade down one sleeve while golden cranes take flight across the back. Your obi, the wide sash, requires 2 attendants to tie. The complex bow alone is a work of art. You can barely move under these layers, but movement isn't the point. You are a living sculpture now. Every gesture must be deliberate, graceful, meaningful. With your transformation complete, you turn to the true work of being an Oiran, cultivating your mind and artistry. Your fingers dance across shamisen strings, producing haunting melodies of love and loss. This isn't entertainment, it's high art. Men who can afford your company expect mastery of multiple instruments, knowledge of the latest compositions, improvisation skills of a trained professional. Poetry flows from your lips like water. You've memorized hundreds of classical verses, but more importantly, you compose new ones instantly. When a patron challenges you, perhaps describing moonlight through autumn leaves, you respond with elegant verses that show your wit and creativity. Your calligraphy brush moves with precision across rice paper. Each character is small art. The curve of your brush strokes reveals your education, your refinement, your soul. One poorly formed character could damage your reputation. But most important is conversation. You discuss politics with generals, philosophy with scholars, business with merchants, with intelligence that rivals their own. You read voraciously, staying current on everything from court gossip to foreign trade. Your opinions carry weight in rooms where national decisions are made. Your world operates on complex economics of desire and status. You don't accept just any client. They must be approved, must meet standards of wealth and position. One evening in your company costs more than most earn in a month. Your contract governs every aspect of your life. You have some choice in clients, but ultimate control lies with the house that owns your contract. You're simultaneously Yoshiwara's most powerful woman and completely dependent on others. Your patrons aren't just clients, they're investments. A daimyo lord who favors you brings prestige. A wealthy merchant who showers you with gifts elevates your status. These relationships are carefully balanced political alliances. You wield influence through whispered suggestions, through poems you choose to recite, through subtle conversation direction. Ministers have changed policies after philosophical nights with Oiran. Military strategies have been influenced by pillow talk in these rooms. Yet for all this power, you cannot walk out the front gate. Your golden world has very real boundaries. In Yoshiwara's hierarchy, you are never alone at the top. Other Oiran circle like elegant sharks, each watching for signs of weakness, for opportunities to rise. Hanayuki lives 3 houses down. Her kimono patterns rival yours. Her shamisen skills are legendary. And last month, she stole your most generous patron with a single perfectly timed haiku. You smile when you see her, bow with practiced grace, but your eyes never stop calculating. How did she afford those new golden hairpins? Which political secrets did she learn at last night's gathering? The competition is fought with silk and poetry rather than swords. You debut a new dance before she can perform hers. She counters by mastering a challenging musical piece that showcases her technical superiority. You respond by commissioning a kimono from the city's most exclusive designer. She answers by befriending an influential merchant family. But beneath the rivalry runs something deeper: understanding. Only another Oiran knows the weight of those hairpins, the strain of performing perfection every day, the loneliness of being everyone's fantasy and no one's friend. Sometimes, in rare private moments, the masks slip. You share knowing glances about difficult clients, small gestures of support during particularly challenging evenings. Still, when morning comes, the competition resumes. Because in this floating world, there's always someone younger, someone more beautiful, someone hungrier climbing the ranks behind you. If you cannot leave Yoshiwara, then Yoshiwara must come see you. Tonight, you perform the Oiran Dochu, the grand procession that transforms streets into your stage. Attendants help you into your most elaborate kimono, so heavy you need assistance to walk. Your obi is tied in the massive tayu style. Then come the shoes. Geta clogs nearly a foot tall, lacquered black and bound with silk. Walking requires a completely different technique, a slow, deliberate gait that took years to master. Each step must be mathematically precise, creating a distinctive sway that announces your approach from blocks away. Your procession forms like a small army. Junior courtesans flank you in complementary colors. Male attendants carry lanterns bearing your name in elegant calligraphy. Musicians provide soundtrack to your movement. As you emerge, the air changes. Conversations stop. People press against buildings to stare. Children point in wonder. Even other courtesans pause to watch you pass. You move through Yoshiwara like a queen, acknowledging crowds with subtle nods, slight smiles, gestures of your fan. Every movement is choreographed, practiced, perfect. You are theater and reality combined. The procession reminds everyone of the hierarchy, of your position at its apex, of the artistry that defines this floating world. As the procession ends and evening entertainment begins, the weight of existence settles on your shoulders like heavy silk robes. You are adored by thousands who will never know you, desired by men who see you as a prize rather than a person, envied by women who cannot see your golden cage's bars. In quiet moments between clients, when shamisen is silent and poetry recited, you catch your reflection and wonder who you really are beneath paint and silk. The girl you were before, with her own dreams, voice, choices, feels like a half-remembered story. You've achieved your profession's pinnacle, earned wealth and status most only dream of, influenced the powerful and shaped culture. Yet you've never walked freely through a market, never chosen your path through a garden, never fallen asleep without calculating tomorrow's performance. Your window overlooks Yoshiwara's walls. Beyond them, Edo's lights twinkle like earthbound stars. Out there, ordinary women make ordinary choices. Whom to marry, where to live, how to spend days. You have power they'll never know, and luxuries they'll never touch, but they have something you traded away. Simple freedom to be unremarkable. Sometimes you place painted fingers against cool window glass and wonder, if those gates opened tomorrow, would you have courage to step into that ordinary world? Would you know how to exist without an audience, without a role to play, without silk armor? The question haunts your dreams. So that's the life of an Oiran, ultimate beauty and power, but never true freedom. What do you think? Would you trade your freedom for that kind of luxury and influence? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey into historical Japan, subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.